Thank you. And I know everyone is very tired, so I'll be very short. What I would do is to try to talk about 3 opportunities for local democracy in intermediary cities. Before I say that, I want to tell a personal story because I also believe that we are getting tired of Zoom and all this loneliness that comes with the screen. So I'm sitting in the city of Malmo in Sweden, the 3rd largest city in Sweden. So it's big here, but it's an intermediary city for sure. It's only 300,000 inhabitants. But I myself come from Colombia. And when I listen to all the majors here talking about the local democracy and participation, it reminded me of one of the majors of Bogota, Antanas Mocus. He was a university teacher. And when he came to the city, he says, the city is my classroom. So I want to invite you all majors and politicians here to bring back this idea of having your cities as your classrooms for local democracy, for participation. And the reason why he said it was the classroom, it's because when he came to the city, he thought there were many citizens that were throwing garbage in the streets. They were not behaving like if they care about the city. But instead of punishing them or like sanctioning them, he said we need to teach citizens to be citizens, to participate. So we need to teach local democracy. We need to teach how to participate and how to engage in this inclusive development in our cities. And you are in a unique position to transform your cities in this classroom. The 3 things I wanted to tell you of opportunities for local democracy are these ones. The first one is of gender equality, linked to the fact that I'm here in Sweden as well. Many of the immigrants that come to intermediary cities are young women that leave the rural areas because it is much harder for them to participate in agriculture. They don't have equal rights to land. So when they come to the intermediary cities, you have a unique opportunity to provide for gender equality, because you can provide for inclusive access to daycare to allow these young women to combine economic employment and also their families. The second thing is youth participation. I think we talk a lot about participation, but we also need to remember that intermediate cities have a risk of becoming segregated and peripheral, right? So how do we include this big amount of youth that comes to the cities? They are claiming opportunities, but they are not represented in the local governments, in the local politics. We need to invite them and include them. We need to have more young mayors. We need to have more young women politicians. And the last one is accountability. And when we think about accountability, we usually think about sanctions, about voting, and about removing of place, the politician that is not good. I want you to think about accountability also as rewards, as praising a good mayor, a good politician that did a good job. And I think that's important for UCLG to continue to share the experiences of those good cities, those good intermediary cities, because we know a lot about the big cities and their big participatory budgeting and cases, but we need to know more about you, the intermediary cities. It is you where most citizens from the rural areas, where most urbanization is happening, and also you have the best classrooms for local democracy. So I invite you to enhance this opportunity and UCLG also to continue to share these good cases. Thank you.